Good morning, everyone. If you were to ask me what's new in Colorado, I'd say our mountains are on fire. You might want to be praying for us, for firefighters, for people with homes in the foothills, because we're experiencing right now the worst fires in Colorado history. You can see the smoke behind me. 2020 has been quite a year, and we need wisdom in how to function, how to operate. The text we have for our verse of the week is found in Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 10, and it's a dad speaking to his son. And he says, "My son, if sinners entice you, do not be persuaded, or do not consent," or in one translation it says, "turn your back on them." A dad typically knows the destructive power of sin. He also knows the deceitful nature, and so he wants to prepare his son as best as he can for that. So how does he do it? I've listed 4 ways that a dad can prepare his son for this battle. First of all, is teaching your son what it means to have a personal, real, vital, and meaningful relationship with Jesus Christ, to walk with God. Now, you can do that probably better than anyone else. It takes time, it takes a great dependence upon God, it takes a lot of prayer, but if your son can learn to walk with God, walk in the way, he'll be less likely to walk out of the way. Secondly, is teaching your son to discern, to look around, to be aware of the nature of temptation and all of the things, all of the ways that he could be taken out, to be alert to that. 3 would be that he would have a plan. Help him develop and on his own, because he's going to need to own this himself, a series of boundaries, guidelines, rules that he puts upon his own life to help protect him. I think many times we think we don't need more rules than Scripture, and that's true in one sense, but practically speaking, if I know the nature of my temptation, maybe those specific things that are a problem for me or places I will be going, that this is the kind of temptation I'll have, is being prepared for that, to know ahead of time how I will respond to that. And then finally, fourthly, that we have a measure of accountability. God has made us to have relationships. I think having other guys that support you, that pray for you, that help you. Typically in America, we tend to be very independent and very proud of our ability to fight the temptation and win. But guys like that, when they isolate themselves, typically crash and burn. So my thought would be that you teach him how to build healthy friendships of accountability that will help and support him through that. So for those of you that have sons, my prayer is this, that you don't lead them perfectly, but that you will be able to lead them by example and showing them the reality of walking with the Lord and being able to turn away from the deceptive and destructive power of sin. Take care.